group of timeouts to be able to stop it 3 times.
Underneath again, it's Zach Ertz. Stopped by Wanye Thomas. To the 10 he goes. Only his second catch of the day. 1st and goal for Washington.
Remember, if they can score here fast, a touchdown especially, they don't have the onside kick, so this is critical they finish in the red zone.
Hand it off McNichols. He's got room. And Jeremy McNichols dancing to the outside to the 4.
Now Dallas gets a chance to kind of reset. Micah Parsons now back on the field. See where Mike Zimmer wants to line him up. We've seen him play both edges. We've seen him play inside in a 3 technique, meaning he's lining up on the offensive guard. They can move him around. They're going to try to force a field goal if they can, but I think if I'm Cliff Kingsbury and Dan Quinn, this is touchdown or bust here. No field goals for them.
2nd and goal. He's got one-on-one with McLaurin. Instead, zips it over the middle for a Zach Ertz touchdown. Washington not finished yet. 3:02 left in a 5-point game. And the 2-point conversion coming.
Great job there. Just a great route. Really good anticipation and timing. When Jaden Daniels need to put his best drive together to give his team a chance here late, that's the best we've seen him in the passing game in weeks. And you just have to ask yourself, did it come a little too late in the game? But he was in rhythm. He was attacking downfield, past the yard to gain.
7 for 7 on that drive.
Now this is where I think Dallas is going to take their. I think Dallas took a timeout.
Timeout. Dallas. Their second of the half.
So they've used 2 timeouts in this game. They used one just in kind of a random 3rd down and 9 spot where the play call wasn't clear to everybody. And they used one right here to be sure before the 2-point conversion. Hoping that they don't need one. They don't need to worry about that. Leading by 5 with 3 minutes left.
And we mentioned when Trey Lance came in the game for Dallas, even though the play went for a loss, I said that having a mobile quarterback that you're willing and able to activate as an extra runner and the stress it puts down here. So now on the 2-yard line, Dallas has to understand that if they account for both the quarterback and both the run fits and the quarterback and all the pass receivers, all the eligibles, there's only so many guys to go around. So they've got to be really sure of their assignments, who's responsible for the quarterback, and he can't take his eyes off him, make somebody else beat you.
Eckler's the running back. Leads the way for Daniels. Bounces to the edge and gets 2. 3:02 left. 3-point game. Jaden Daniels scampers in for the 2-point conversion.
That's what I'm saying. You know they're going to put the ball in the hand of their best player. But Wanye Thomas, you see him number 30. He's out here off the screen. He's got to set an edge out here on Eckler and allow Micah Parsons to be the inside-out chase player. You're going to see Micah Parsons, he turns and says, come on, man, set the edge. I'm a free runner. But instead, he jumps inside. That Eckler being able to get the edge there with the block on Thomas in the field, now it just becomes a foot race. And even though Micah Parsons is unblocked, the rest of the defense doesn't do their part. And now we got ourselves a ball game.
So Jaden Daniels' sense of urgency right here puts together his best drive maybe in weeks. 7 out of 7, and then finishes it off with a 2-point conversion.
Now, obviously, there's a lot of time here, 3 minutes, but we mentioned it. After that last extra point to make it an 11-point game, should Mike McCarthy have made it 12, right? Make them have to score 2 touchdowns. Now with 3 ability to stop the clock, 2 timeouts, and the 2-minute warning, they can kick this thing deep.
Line drive to Turpin, and it bounces through his legs. Here he comes. Devontae Turpin spinning 3. Here he goes. Fastest man in the NFL. Devontae Turpin takes it all the way. Touchdown, Dallas. $95 yards and The special teams adventure of a Sunday afternoon continues.
You know, there's something about a bobbled kick that the coverage unit just kind of slow down. They just downshift just a little bit, and that went from looking like an absolute disaster to being a 95-plus yard touchdown. It's just one of the most dynamic players in all of football, and special teams has just been an absolute disaster at times for both teams, and no bigger than that.
I guess the glass half full or glass half empty. If it's half full, it's, well, we've gotten a block kick. We've blocked a punt. If you're Washington, if you're Dallas, oh, well, we got a kick return touchdown.
Yeah, so watch. So he fumbles it, and now everyone just kind of starts checking down, and they just completely lose the leverage integrity of the return of the kickoff unit, and he gets into the open field, and it's over.
You know the move on Madden. He hits a spin button to the outside.
Oh,
done.
my God. I mean, look at that. I mean, Jeremy Reeves, then Jordan McGee, number 58. He just completely gets out of his lane inside, and you see him reach his hand out there, but that's not going to do it against a guy like this.
And so Kavontae Turpin, perennial Pro Bowl return man, adds a kick return touchdown to a season that already has a punt return touchdown. And McCarthy and Rush, what are we worrying about? Like Turpin back there to calm the nerves a little bit right after Washington had cut it to 3. One UFL product to another here, and Aubrey to kick it away. Touchback. Got a good one coming in America's Game of the Week. Christian McCaffrey going to have to carry even a bigger load, you figure, today. With no Brock Purdy for the Niners, Jordan Love and the Packers ready to host San Francisco. Or an NFC West battle between the Cardinals and the Seahawks in a jam-packed division. Both those games right here on Fox.
Well, now things have suddenly drastically changed now if you're Washington, because even if you are able to get down there and get a quick score, you're completely reliant on recovering the onside kick, which in the end